Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nurul Intan Khumairoh. In this evaluation, I would like to share journal analysis was made to fulfill the midterm exam for the ESP for course design. Okay. All right. The journal, the title of the journal is Need Analysis of ESP for Non-English Study Program by Rini Kayati, Imelda Darmayanti Manurung, Elvita Yani from University of Muhammadiyah Sumatera Utara, Medan, Indonesia. All right. The introduction of this journal is, in general, the purpose of learning English is to provide an understanding of the linguistic aspect of English that will be used in communication. Especially for non-English studies, the English language course aims for non-English learners to know and be able to use English with scientific fields in the context of listening, speaking, reading, and writing, both formal and informal. Then ESP can provide dual benefits for students, free experienced students, namely the first, academic interest when studying and non-academic for daily needs, and the second, student readiness to enter the world of work in accordance with their field, where their English language skill can be an asset to compete and be competent in the world of work that demand the ability to speak English. The second is research question. The research question consisting of the first, how are the English skills of non-English study program students in general? The second, what are the goals of students studying English in non-English study program? And the third is, what are the concepts of ESP material needed by students in non-English study program at Universitas Muhammadiyah Sumatera Utara? Okay, next, literature review. Okay, in this journal, the literature review that I would be shared with us is, need analysis is a way or method to determine the difference between the desired condition or should or expect, should be or to be, and the existing condition. Desired conditions are ideal conditions that are expected to occur, while existing conditions are conditions that occur in practice. Thus, need analysis is an activity to collect information about the gap between expectation and reality experiences by students in a learning process. ESP is an English learning approach that is more oriented towards the learning process. The ESP approach is designed with the needs of English learners in mind, that includes what aspect of English the language learner needs, in what context the learner is learning English, and what goals you want to achieve in learning English in particular. So that ESP is oriented to the process that determine the skills and components of English that are related to the needs of students. And ESP has the following characteristics. There are two characteristics of ESP. The first is absolute characteristic and the second characteristic of variables. Absolute characteristics are the method in absolute terms. ESP is designed to meet the special needs of learning English by using methodologies and learning activities that are in accordance with the scientific fields of the English learners themselves, such as focusing on activities and language skill and the types of discourse or text that exist in the English language, in accordance with the area of expertise of student. Then characteristic of variables. our ESP variables can be linked or designed for specific disciplines so that they can be used as a special form of teaching with a different methodology from learning English in general. ESP can be applied to middle-level students, especially certain vocational programs. In addition, ESP learner must have basic knowledge of English. The next is research methods. The method used in this research is a descriptive and qualitative approach that is natural to the presentation of data in the form of numbers and percentage. Data analysis was conducted through data collecting, data reduction, data display, and conclusion drawing. The source of qualitative data was active respondent student from known English study program in the Universitas Muhammadiyah Sumatera Utara environment who were or had completed general basic English courses. The instrument used is a closed-ended questionnaire, is a form of a questionnaire that has an answer that can be directly selected by the respondent. There are three points from finding and discussion. The first one is the data show that their abilities are different for each of the existing skills. They have good skill in writing skills, which are quite difficult because they require mastery of vocabulary and good English grammar, while they are quite good at speaking skill. Then in reading skill, most of the students are at a good level, and in listening skill, most of the students are at a fairly good level. The second, then this data shows the purpose of each student to learn English, and the answer to this question vary, starting to communicate fluently and both orally and in writing. Learning needs both academically and in the world of work. And the next data shows the concept of English ASP learning needs. Depending on the different needs of each student, the ESP concept that is designed must be adapted of these needs. That's why which skills or aspects to focus on in learning English ESP depends on the characteristic of each study program and learners. And now the conclusion. Based on the results of data analysis carried out, it shows the different and varied needs of students according to their respective fields of knowledge. The concept of ESP English learning required depends on the different needs of each existing non-English study program. Thus, the design ESP concept must be adapted to these needs. In other words, we scale our aspect to focus on in learning English. ESP depends on the characteristic of each study program and learners. This finding can be used as preliminary data for further research on the ESP program. Then I can understand this journal will contribute a lot to my project and my group in the questionnaire of student interest in learning English. Knowing that ASP is an approach to learning English in which the topic and learning methods used in learning are designed based on the needs for why learners want to learn English, so that we have the right picture in analyzing and processing the data that we will get in the future. All right, I think that's enough for me. Thank you for your attention and see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.